Toolbar unit direct underscore frontline underscore category name hotbar selected. Use up directional button, down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change cobblestone golem selected. Melody 3 of 6. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Resourcing hotbar selected. Use down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change gather with selected. Melody 1 of 5. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Toolbar unit direct underscore frontline underscore category name hotbar selected. Use up directional button, down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change cobblestone golem selected. Melody 3 of 6. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Resourcing hotbar selected. Use down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change cobblestone selected. Melody 1 of 5. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Underscore frontline underscore category name hotbar selected. Use up directional button, down directional button, left directional button to change cobblestone golem selected. Melody 3 of 6. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Resourcing hotbar selected. Use down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change gather with selected. Melody 1 of 5. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Underscore frontline underscore category name hotbar selected. Use up directional button, down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change cobblestone golem selected. Melody 3 of 6. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Resourcing hotbar selected. Use down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change gather with selected. Melody 1 of 5. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Underscore frontline underscore category name hotbar selected. Use up directional button, down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change cobblestone golem selected. Melody 3 of 6. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Resourcing hotbar selected. Use down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change. They was you monkey D. Toolbar unit direct underscore frontline underscore category name hotbar selected. Use up directional button down directional button left directional button right directional button to change cobblestone golem selected melody 3 of 6 use L1R1 to navigate. Reinforcing hotbar selected use down directional button left directional button right directional button to change gathering selected melody 1 of 5 use L1R1 to navigate.
The portal is taking some serious damage.
The beast knows you are besting their horde. That only makes you a more appealing target.
World map. Triangle button place marker default. 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 Triangle button place marker Velas Umaki D4. Triangle button place marker default. Hotbar selected use down directional button. World map. Triangle button place marker default. Triangle button place. Triangle button place marker default. Gather with up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, ping. I will build right directional button, ping. Ask to build. World map. Gather with up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, ping. I will build right directional button, ping. Ask to build.
The Piglin forces here are quite impressive. Sometimes bravery alone cannot overcome.
Gather more friends, gather more tools, and you'll be ready for this challenge in no time.
Structure hotbar selected. Use up directional button, down directional button, right directional button to change ramp selected. Melody 1 of 8. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Well house. Resourcing hotbar selected. Use down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change gather with selected. Melody 1 of 5. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather iron up directional button, send yes to team down direct. World map. Triangle button play. Triangle button place marker default.
It might be time to put the prismarine you've got to good use. You can do that at the Well of Fate.
Village hotbar selected. Use up directional button, down directional button, left directional button to change improvement. Gather iron selected. Melody 1 of 8. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather stone selected. Melody 2 of 5. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather wood up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather iron selected. Melody 3 of 5. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather iron up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather iron. Gather iron up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather iron selected. Melody 3 of 5. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather stone selected. Melody 2 of 5. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather iron selected. Melody 3 of 5. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather iron up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather iron. World map. Track Velas. Improvement. Gather diamond selected. Melody 3 of 8. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Village hotbar selected. Use up directional button, down directional button, left directional button to change. Gather iron selected. Improvement. Improvement. Flames of creation. World map. Triangle button, place marker attack. Triangle button. Improvement. Banner selected. Melody 7 of 8. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Improvement. Flames of creation up directional button. Send yes to team down directional button. Send no to team left directional button. Think I will build right directional button. Think ask to build. Improvement. World map. Triangle button. Velas Umaki D4. Let's attack at the horde of the Hunt's large base. Triangle button. Place marker attack. Velas Umaki D4 has been the horde of the Hunt's large base. Triangle button place marker default. Triangle button place. Triangle button place marker default. Resourcing hotbar selected. Use down directional button left directional button right directional button to change gather iron selected. Melody 3 of 5. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Structure hotbar selected. Use up directional button down directional button right directional button to change well house and affordable selected. Melody 6 of 8. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Resourcing hotbar selected. Use down directional button left directional button right directional button to change gather iron selected. Melody 3 of 5. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather iron up directional button. Send yes to team down directional button. Send no to team left directional button. Think I will build right directional button. Think ask to build. Gather iron up directional button. Send yes to team down directional button. Send no to team left directional button. Think I will build right directional button. Think ask to build. Village hotbar selected. Use up directional button down directional button left directional button to change improvement. Gather redstone and affordable selected. Melody 2 of 8. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Structure hotbar selected. Use up directional button down directional button right directional button to change well house selected. Melody 6 of 8. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Well house up directional button. Send yes to team down directional button. Send no to team left directional button. Think I will build right directional button. Think ask to build. Well house. Resourcing hotbar selected. Use down directional button left directional button right directional button to change gather iron selected. Melody 3 of 5. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Mossy golem spawner selected. Melody 3 of 6. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Mossy golem spawner up directional button. Send yes to team down directional button. Send no to team left directional button. Think I will build right directional button. Think ask to build. Rhinestone golem spawner. Mossy golem spawner selected. Melody 3 of 6. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather with selected. Melody 1 of 5. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Toolbar unit direct underscore frontline underscore category name hotbar selected. Use up directional button down directional button left directional button right directional button to change home up selected. Melody 1 of 6. Use L1 to navigate. Toolbar unit direct underscore frontline underscore category name hotbar selected. Use up directional button down directional button left directional button right directional button to change cobblestone building selected. Melody 3 of 6. Use L1 to navigate.
I think it is safe to say you have the Horde's attention.
Structure hotbar selected. Use up direction. Move up and down direction. Move up and right direction. Move up to change well out. Variable selected melody. 6 use L1 R1 to navigate back to the hotbar selected. Use up direction. Move up and down direction. Move up and right direction. Move up to change back selected melody. 1 use L1 R1 to navigate. Toolbar unit direct underscore frontline underscore category name hotbar selected. Use up direction. Move up and down direction. Move up and left direction. Move up and right direction. Move up and to change power filter with selected power use L1 R1 to navigate. Structure hotbar selected. Use up direction. Move up and down direction. Move up and left direction. Move up and to change path selected melody 1 out 8 use L1 R1 to navigate. Structure hotbar selected. Use up direction. Move up and down direction. Move up and right direction, move up and to change ramp, select the melody 1 out 8 use L1 R1 to navigate. Toolbar unit direct underscore frontline. Toolbar unit direct underscore frontline underscore category name hotbar selected. Use up direction, move up and down direction, move up and left direction, move up and right direction, move up and to change all marks, selected melody 1 out 6 use L1 R1 to navigate. Structure hotbar selected. Use up direction, move up and down direction, move up and right direction, move up and right direction, selected melody 1 out 8 use L1 R1 to navigate.
They're not giving up yet.
Underscore frontline underscore category name hotbar selected. Use up direction, move up and down direction, move up and left direction, move up and right direction, move up and down direction, selected melody. Resourcing hotbar selected. Use down direction, move button left direction, move button right direction, move button to change gather code selected melody 4 out 5 use L1 R1 to navigate. Blank golem spawner selected melody 1 of 6. Use L1R1 to navigate. Toolbar unit direct underscore frontline underscore category name hotbar selected. Use up directional button down directional button left directional button right directional button to change cobble selected melody 3 of 6. Use L1R1 to navigate.
One more push and the portal will fall.
Left directional button left directional button selected melody 1 of 6. Use L1R1 to navigate. Underscore frontline underscore category name hotbar selected use up directional button down directional button left directional button right directional button to change color will be selected color 3 option use L1 to navigate hotbar selected use up directional button left directional button right directional button to change blank color hunter selected color 1
I've never seen anything so fast. How can it be stopped?
With wits. This horde's favorite target has always been the villagers. Watch over them and be ready to spring a trap of your own.
Triangle button place marker default. Triangle button place marker default. Triangle button place marker default. Triangle. World map. Triangle button place marker default. Triangle button. Velas Umaki D4 has pinged the horde of the spores medium base.